Hello, my name is Caley Gray, an 8th grader of Exuma Christian Academy. As you all know, the topic for this year's financial literacy competition is essential to increase the supply of Bahamian banking services. Firstly, before we go into any details, let's go over some of the Bahamian banking services. This would include retail banking, business banking, offshore banking, payment cards, and credit facilities. I will be stating 3 valid reasons why competition is essential to increase the supply of Bahamian banking services. One reason could be banks compete against each other to provide great services for our customers. Otherwise, people will switch to another better bank. For example, let's use the great island of Exuma on which I live. Could you believe that there's only one bank? You don't believe me? Well, come and see for yourself. So here I am standing at the RBC branch in the middle of Georgetown, Exuma. Now, with this being the only bank on the island, customers are now forced to wait in excessively long lines. It's just so sad to see people walk away from banks, either because there wasn't any money or the machines were down. Just imagine how many families are affected by this because sometimes they can't get gas, pay bills, or even buy groceries. A few days ago, a man walked from the bank overflowing with tears because he couldn't get money to feed his family. All of this can happen as a result of there being no competition. Another rational reason could be competition is an advantage for banking services because competitive advantage as a broad concept deals with the business engineering process that will put the organization in a lead among other competitors. As an example, let's use the iguana. I'm sure many of you all know that the iguana is famous for being active during the day. Needless to say, of course, an iguana has a few predators such as raccoons, fish, crows, vultures, feral pigs, and etc. An iguana now uses its tail as a defense to protect their mess, which is a group of iguanas, or themselves. You may be wondering, what is this for? Well, it's not to educate you, but to simply explain that iguanas are just like banks. Both iguanas and banks both have that one item or concept that will protect them from predators. For the banks, their defense, as we all know, is competition. It doesn't just protect them from other banks, but helps them to improve and grow in their services, and at the same time giving them a push and still motivation to keep their guards high. Lastly, competition in banking keeps the industry up to date and current with global trends, thereby increasing banking options for consumers. Just recently, RBC upgraded their debit cards to include a tap and pay feature. This now helps consumers save time while having a variety of ways to make payments securely. Since we have tourists here from all over the world, it is important that our banking services are up to date and current with global banking standards. Competition drives this because it encourages banks to attract a variety of customers that may be exposed to services such as digitization, point-of-sale cashless services, and more. Nowadays, in Exuma, you can use your debit card at almost any business. I stand firmly on my research, and it is clear that competition is essential to increase the supply of Bahamian banking services.